Howdy. Should I do this with my glasses on, or should I take them off? I don't know. I guess maybe for now, I'll take them off. Just do it like this. What's up, guys? Sorry about that. Weird accent. I don't know. It's Ethan, for those of you who don't know me. For those of you who do know me, I don't know what else to tell you. What's good? Anyways, if you're tuning in, I know a lot of you probably aren't because of the day that it is, but if you are tuning in, Merry Christmas. It's Christmas. December 25th, 2023. Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmas, and I know that for a lot of people, Christmas Day can be more of a source of grief or misery, pain, than it is a day of joy, jubilee, celebration. For everyone who is experiencing a very joyous Christmas, I'm very happy for you. And I hope you get to experience many more to come. But I know that it's not the case for everybody. For a long time, it wasn't the case for me. Right? I don't come from a very affluent family. I don't necessarily think I can say that I'm familiar with, opulence. I come from a very, very humble background, to put it lightly. And I think the last time I even really, really got excited about Christmas, I was maybe 8 or 9 years old, right? And I'm sure for a lot of people in the United States, maybe even internationally, a lot of people can say the same. Because not everyone is from a family that's very well put together, very well off financially. There are split homes, there are single parent households, there are households where families don't get along and are very dysfunctional or toxic. There are single parent households that are very dysfunctional and still toxic. Not everyone gets along with their family or their parents. And then there are also people who maybe do come from a good background, but maybe they lost somebody recently, or maybe they had a falling out with somebody recently, and so Christmas this year isn't particularly joyful, and for those people, I'd like to share, I guess, what I'm feeling, right? How I've come to this place, because I've been there. I can say that up until recently, I was still there. I was not excited for this Christmas at all. I was expecting disappointment. I was expecting to feel empty, to feel hollow, to feel kind of depressed, maybe a little bit anxious, I wasn't expecting much other than negativity. But as I've been going through the things that I'm going through, pursuing the avenues that I've been pursuing, making the progress that I've been making, I guess you can say I've been kind of relieved of those feelings. I kind of accepted and came to terms with what Christmas was going to be for me. And it might be difficult, but I feel as though it's possible for anyone if you're just willing to try. And obviously, I didn't go into it with that goal in mind. I didn't start this journey with the goal in mind that I would be okay on Christmas, when I haven't been okay on Christmas in years. But it just kind of was a side effect, a side effect of the things that I was doing. I just became okay on Christmas. I didn't really do anything, and I was good. I was okay. I was being chilling. So I think maybe we just need to get out of our own heads a little bit, right? We need to try to find ways to prevent ourselves from feeling that seasonal depression, from feeling that very holiday specific, form of misery. For me, it came with this journey that I'm on. I pray multiple times a day, sometimes twice in the morning, once in the afternoon, twice in the morning, once at night, whatever, what have you. But I pray multiple times a day. I also meditate multiple times a day. I pray and then meditate, and then I'll meditate and pray, And that's how I start and end pretty much every day. On top of that, going through my daily affirmations. Not ashamed to admit, I keep kind of like a diary. It's an audio form, but I keep kind of like an auditory journal. And I go on there every day, 20, 30, 40 minutes, record my thoughts, record my feelings. And it helps. You might not feel it at first, you might not think so going into it, but I guarantee you it helps. Anything is better than just bottling it up, not talking to anyone, not trying to confront the feelings and thoughts that you're having, and just trying to brush it off and soldier on. You need to address it. You need to confront it head on. That's the only way you're going to get over it. But I promise you, once you do confront it, address it, acknowledge it, and try to resolve it instead of just pushing it aside and hoping maybe it'll never really resurface, it'll get a lot better if you just handle it. I pushed all of my feelings and thoughts aside for so long. I never really addressed them or vocalized them or anything. And now I'm vocalizing them, even if it's just to myself. I'm vocalizing them. And in a way, it kind of helps me let go. I think a lot of people could benefit from that. On top of, finding other avenues to release. I've also been going to therapy. Finding a good therapist helps. A lot of people say therapy isn't for me. I used to think the same thing. I used to hate therapy. I used to think therapy was a waste of time. But then I found the right therapist. It's going to take probably, a while, but you search and you search and you try and try again until you find the right therapist. Because the right therapist will really make you feel like you don't even know what you were so depressed or anxious about. The right therapist will get you to a place where you can feel confident in your own ability to self-regulate, be self-aware, so on and so forth. I've had a therapist that thankfully, has been able to pinpoint the areas where I'm very, very strong, and then also pinpoint the areas that I'm in need of a little improvement. And my therapist, which is something that benefits me, my therapist is really good at also calling me out on my BS. Because that's what I need. I need someone that's going to tell me, look, man, you're doing it to yourself. And sometimes a lot of people will need that too. You might be one of those people. Maybe you do need a therapist that's just going to call you out on your BS right then and there. You won't know until you try, though. So, do what you feel fits your lifestyle, but do something. Get therapy, practice meditation, practice religion, hang out with friends. Do what you need to do, but just do something. Do yoga. I don't know. But it's better than keeping everything bottled up and hoping it'll go away. Because it won't. It's just going to become worse and worse, and it's going to keep piling on until one day you explode. And when you explode, it's not going to be pretty. And the holidays are just going to keep getting worse and worse. The way you feel is just going to keep getting worse and worse. The way you experience life and things and people around you is just going to continue to get worse. So address it. Because once you find that inner peace, nothing can really affect you anymore. Not even the misery that comes from having a disappointing Christmas. You don't feel it. And I don't mean that in a numb way. Genuinely. It's peaceful. You know, I probably meditated like 3 times today, and I feel at ease. You know, my mind is clear. Not really thinking about anything, to be honest. I'm on no thoughts, head empty mode right now, but it's great. And meditation can sometimes help you get there, because you practice being mindful. You practice being in the present moment with yourself, which is more important than anything. You can acknowledge your thoughts without giving them power. Oh, that's a bad thought? Okay. Oh, that's a nice thought. Maybe keep that one, hold on to it. It's a nice thought. Don't give thoughts more power than they need to have, because at the end of the day, that's all they are, is just thoughts. They can't do anything to you. Not unless you allow them to. That's why I like to practice meditation. And I feel as though a lot of other people could benefit from it. A lot of other people could benefit from it as well. That and therapy. But to all of those who are feeling the holiday blues, I am sorry. But I do understand. I've been there. And if you feel like talking at all, if you feel like sharing, if you just need someone to listen, as always, you could find my social medias in the description below. Feel free to reach out anytime, night or day, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 p.m., doesn't matter. I'll answer. And just remember that you're not alone. You never are. I hope everyone watching has a very, very Merry Christmas. And with that, see you later.